The night settles over the asphalt like a curtain, and in that quiet darkness, something stirs, a silhouette that feels familiar, yet not quite. Tonight, you're about to witness a Mustang unlike anything that has ever worn the badge. A machine forged not just for speed, but for pure, unfiltered dominance. You won't believe what Ford has done this time, and honestly, they probably didn't expect anyone to drive it calmly. So buckle up, because what rolls toward you isn't just a Corvette S, the dark evolution of power itself. A Mustang so brutally focused, so savagely refined, it almost dares you to look away. But don't, because if you blink, you'll miss the moment muscle cars cross into a whole new era. And trust me, this is one transformation you do not want to miss. The Cobra R name has always whispered through Mustang history, like a myth. They are raw and unapologetically obsessed with performance. The first Cobra R models were never about comfort. They were stripped-down beasts, born for the track, built in such limited numbers that even spotting one felt like catching a ghost on the highway. Over the years, they became symbols of Ford's willingness to break rules, to push the Mustang far beyond expectations. But heritage alone doesn't define a legend. It's the ability to evolve, to transform without losing the roar of its past. And that's exactly what makes the 2026 Cobra R so shocking. It honors its iconic bloodline while bending modern engineering into something fiercer, smarter, and more intimidating. This isn't a rebirth, it's a reawakening, one that reaches back into history, grabs the original spirit by the collar, and drags it into the future with a thunderous heartbeat. Look at it. Really look at it. The 2026 Cobra R doesn't just sit on the road. It stalks it. The front fascia is sharpened like the jawline of a predator, wide, purposeful, and low. The grille breathes through a darkened mesh pattern, backed by active shutters that open only when the monster underneath demands air. The headlights are razor-thin, slicing through the night with a cold bluish-white glare. Step back, and the proportions hit you. This Mustang is more sculpted than ever, with a stance that looks ready to pounce even at a standstill. The widened fenders bulge outward like coiled muscle, and the rear wing, well, let's just say it doesn't care about subtlety. It's here to do one thing: glue you to the track. But swing open the door, and suddenly the brutality softens. The interior welcomes you with a minimalist but premium cockpit. Now let's talk about the moment everyone waits for: the heartbeat under the hood. Ford didn't just bring a V8 to this party. They unleashed a re-engineered 5.4-liter flat-plane crank monster that screams to a shattering red line. And here's the surprise you didn't see coming. It's assisted by a lightweight electric motor. Not to turn the Mustang into an eco-friendly commuter, but to hammer instant torque into your spine the moment you touch the accelerator. The combined output, a jaw-dropping 760 horsepower and over 700 pound-feet of torque. That's not simply fast, that's weaponized acceleration. 0 to 60. Expect the kind of time that makes supercars nervous. Think mid-threes, maybe lower. And if you're wondering how it compares with other performance machines, take the Lexus TX 550h Plus. Sure, the Lexus is refined, luxurious, and shockingly quick. But the Cobra R isn't trying to be polite. It's not here to pamper you with silence. This Mustang wants you to feel every vibration, every note of the exhaust, every ounce of mechanical fury it was born with. And just when you think you've figured it out, the hybrid punch hits again, snapping your head back with electric immediacy. The old-school roar blends with futuristic torque, creating a soundtrack that feels like Detroit meeting tomorrow. But raw numbers don't tell the whole story. What matters is how this thing feels the moment you're behind the wheel. The steering sharp, precise, alive. You don't just turn, you carve. Every slight movement translates instantly into motion. The chassis has been stiffened to near track car levels, but the adaptive suspension keeps it from beating you up on real roads. It's that rare balance where control meets flow. Power delivery is relentless yet smooth, thanks to the hybrid system filling every gap in the rev range. The Cobra R doesn't wait for boost or hesitations, it just delivers, endlessly. And the tech that runs underneath, Ford has integrated something truly impressive. Advanced traction control that predicts slip before it happens, a torque vectoring system that feels almost psychic in corners, and a launch control setup that practically dares you to try it on anything other than a straight, empty runway. After a few miles, you'll notice something subtle but shocking. Confidence. The car wants you to push. It encourages you to explore, to go a little deeper into the throttle, a little harder into the corner. And just when you're starting to feel heroic, it snaps your senses back into place with a burst of power or a downshift that lets out a growl strong enough to rattle your spine, as you'd expect from a machine wearing the Cobra R badge. This isn't just performance, it's a performance experience. So where does the 2026 Mustang Cobra R stand in the modern world? Simply put, it stands apart. It rises above the noise of half-hearted performance packages and soft-spoken hybrids. This is Ford declaring, with thunderous clarity, that American muscle still has fire in its veins. That innovation doesn't mean forgetting where you came from. And that legends don't fade, they evolve. What you're looking at isn't just a car. It's a statement, a fierce reminder that performance can still be raw, emotional, and beautifully imperfect. The Cobra R takes everything the Mustang has ever been, history, rebellion, passion, and compresses it into a dark, electrified symphony of speed. This is the rebirth of a legend, a transformation so bold that it dares every rival to rethink their path forward. And the real question is, are you ready to embrace the evolution, or will you watch from the sidelines as the future of American performance thunders past you? If you want to experience more automotive storytelling, don't go far. Your next journey begins with the 2026 Lexus TX 55 a machine redefining hybrid, luxury forever. Click the video on your screen and step into a world where elegance meets electrification. The story continues there.